You say that, but I'm like, yeah, they were up 20, cut it to 13, so I'm annoyed.
It doesn't matter. This fucking game is over. I mean, I think they're gonna come back and make a run and do this little fake comeback thing, and get us excited, and maybe even win this game. But they're not winning the series. The Pacers want it more. They're a step faster. They're toying with the Knicks. They're a couple of offensive rebounds I got, kick it out, do this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't matter. It's just garbage basketball, boring basketball. Like I said, even if they win this game, they're not winning the series. The Pacers just want it more.
Yeah. What did you make of the lineup changes?
Garbage. Panic. Complete panic by Tibbs. Complete panic. He is literally and not playing his own game. Is the classic Tibbs panic. Really is. He's the kind of guy that does, adjust when things get tough instead of letting the team just be what they've been this whole season.
Yeah.
Change the starting lineup is one thing, but you're telling me you're putting in a lineup of DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet, a lineup that has never played together all season long in the Eastern Conference Finals in the second quarter. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think back to the net teams of when I was a kid, and they dictated the pace, and that's how they won games. Is like they played their style, and then when they got to play the Lakers or Spurs, it was like I wasn't watching the team that I loved. I was like, who are these? And it's almost like, well, it's and then you overreact. But I don't have I it is weird to see a lineup you've never seen before, and then for Tim, scared. Did he play the original starting five at all together this game?
Yeah, they did. They did at one point. They played together at one point. In the second,
but I've
after
seen,
he experimented
from my end, Alex. It's like I've seen stuff switch on a dime so fast that I'll never be that person. I don't care until it's over. Like you're just not going to get that from me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know I don't know. Got the 4 fouls, but and then it was crazy because that Carlisle, the Towns, the challenge when it was like to be a 5 or 4 point game or whatever, and then that challenge really flipped the momentum, and then the Pacers made their huge run to go up 20.
Yeah, and I think that was a foul on Halliburton first, and then he flopped, flailed his arms in the air. I know Towns hooked him, but he was getting grabbed.
But regardless of that call, how you feel,
right. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
To then go on whatever the run was to extend the lead to 20.
Yeah.
It was the moment it just killed them.
No, it's crap. It sucks. It really sucks. It sucks because it's going to look like game one is that series that really fucked them. Obviously, they should have won game two, and they should have won game one. And I feel like a Celtics fan right now. You know what I mean? And now you're in game three and you're not showing up. It's over. You know what I mean?
Well,
the Celtics at least showed their pride and they came out. You know what I mean? And they won game three. And then
but to cut it to 13 when it was 20. You go into the second. Being down 20 and being down 13 are two very different things.
Right. I like your track lighting, by the way, on the ceiling. It was very nice. Nice track lighting.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. No, it sucks. It sucks all again. But you got to let me know when the game's back on because I'm downstairs in the laundry room as usual.
I'm away from the TV, so I don't know. It may have started. I mean, we've been on for 5 minutes. It's probably close.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the Knicks come back and we can dream for a couple days and not just end the series.
No, hopefully the Pacers win this and we can get it one step closer to 4.
Right.
There's probably no live stream at halftime that is having two very different opinions.
Yeah. All right. Well, check you later. Thanks for
Bad
everybody's.
luck.
Thank you.
Bye.